In the first place, let me appreciate the Grow Forest Foundation team just out of a simple reason that they have a tremendous value which is called inclusiveness. Look at my apparel. It proclaims in which fraternity I belongs to. And such a audience, such a place, it is a dream for our fraternity members. So inclusiveness is all about cooperation. Cooperation is all about a stand which never involve in conflicts. So WeGrow Foundation has such a fantastic value. That's why I'm here. It's our duty to make social entrepreneurs come up in India. So from that perspective, I've shared a lot of information, a lot of knowledge with WeGrow Foundation team. But this opportunity is an example for many people who are just walking away from this kind of fraternity. So I really thank the WeGrow Foundation team once again for giving me such a great opportunity. And let me correct the spelling of Parva Siddhi is the correct spelling. Okay, P-A. Parva means significant, Siddhi means knowledge. So we decided to ensure child education in India. We are going to give girl child education without a compromise in India. And we don't have any kind of divisions between the upper class girl child and lower class girl child. Even the daughter of Ambani will receive our scholarship. Such an equality will be practiced in the field of girl child education. In the future, we will give education to all young people in India. But for the time being, our objective is to give girl child education in its completion in India. So, a lot of experts came here. They emphasized very beautiful technical aspects of e-waste management. Our fraternity is also concerned about it. We will come into that point. Before that, my whole point will be relating to human predicament. Look at the word environmental sustainability. Is it a solution or a problem? It is absolutely a problem, not a solution. It looks like a solution. We are preaching about it, we are conducting seminars, but how it became a problem and it is absolutely looking like a solution. The most harmonious place in this world is the forest. It was our desire to destroy it, to build such a creation around us. So those kind of disharmony created such a problem called e-waste management. Even without having a telephone, a computer, we used to share everything emotionally out of lot of things called, even if it is a dogmatic thing, sometimes we call it as a dogma when it comes to telepathy and all. Okay, but lot of communications, everything was happened. But the harmonious place which is called forest was devastated out of human desire, which is called self-consciousness. Human desire and self-consciousness is very related one. So to create our own world, we have invented lot of problems, and that problems asked certain questions, and the same problems became the answer. So how to handle this? Lot of NGOs are working on behalf of e-waste management. E-waste management is a very prominent problem in India. But what happened to our people? Let me confess once again, I'm a college dropout. I'm trying my level best to communicate everything in English. Okay, so in our fraternity, being a dropout is an invaluable thing. But when it comes to such a dais, I'm facing certain friction. So how to solve this issue? The fundamental issue is nobody is ready to propagate the awareness which is related to e-waste management. The problem lies in the field of mind. So, in this current modern era, all young people living with reciprocation. If you want to do a service, he must get some benefit out of it. Look at the Seva world, I mean the charity world of India. Lot of NGOs are working, but their core intention is to get dignity, money, many things. So the reciprocation is the key of this 21st century. So we can tackle this issue in a very different way. We can introduce social capital along with this word called environmental sustainability. What is social capital? Social capital means, suppose we take an example, her name is Nida Ambani. Lot of lady entrepreneurs are there in India, but Nida Ambani is there in our mind and heart. Why? She invested her money in cricket. Why? Her business is not cricket, but she invested money in cricket that gave her a social capital. Like that, if you take Ratan Tata, he did lot of social work. Why? It created a social capital for him. So we have to teach every young child in India that not only the skill but also the social capital is very important to be successful in life. We are trying our level best to be successful in our life, but we always taste the failure. Why? Ratan Tata, Ambani, all those people are working as a hybrid. Hybrid means they are business people, at the same time they are handling the public with social capital. So if you want to enhance your social capital, you must take this responsibility, which is called environmental sustainability, which destroys the harmony of this world, which is called forest. I love this word, we grow forest. Afforestation is a kind of technical word, but we grow forest is a very emotional word, emotional sentence. It can connect to our heart. So, we can create NGOs, we can create policies. We have a separate ministry for looking after all these things, but nothing is works in our India. Why? It is a very big problem. Why? Because people are not interested to have such an activity to control e-waste management or anything. So social capital should be provided along with the idea. That's my point. Everybody should be in the field of reciprocation. So we have to say to them that, if you give your time for developing this project, what you will get back is social capital. That social capital will provide you such diocese, lot of opportunities and the dignity in society. So all these celebrities, all these people are hiding this fact. Why people are doing charity? Why people are doing lot of seva activities? There was a time in India when all people used to do the seva work without a reason. That was the heritage of India. But now there is a reason. That reason should be a social capital, not money, not selfishness, not ego, but the social capital. So in the ancient India, we have learned how to do seva work without a reason. In this modern India, we have to give a reciprocation procedure in which we have to offer them social capital. I am building my social capital here. When it comes to my fraternity members, if I use this photograph, if I share it in my WhatsApp group, definitely they will start respecting me, because such a crowd is a dream for my fraternity members. So by being here, a reciprocation procedure is happening. And you may ask one more question. This reciprocation procedure is a mistake or a sin? Never. Because all human transactions are based on reciprocation, which is correlated and connected with emotions. So what I'm trying to say is, whatever initiative you put forward, you have to have a social capital to share with. Then only people will work. That's what my point is. This human predicament should be analyzed with a subtle observation. And a lot of my friends got failed. They were extremely talented. They have did lot of NGO works, but nobody gives money. I have an NGO. When I visited many people, they were just looking at me and judging my apparel and thinking that this man is going to exploit me. The moment I started involving in such programs, my social capital enhanced my aura around me. Then the people started giving me fund. Now we are giving scholarships to many girl child. If I think that if I trying to convince people that I am without a reason I am doing this seva work, no one will believe. That's how the human predicament is transformed in this 21st century. So all these phrases are very good. If you want to practice this seva work in the field of society and human predicament, you have to have something to exchange with. So come join We Grow Forest, and a big question mark will pop up in that particular person's brain. That question mark will be, what is my gain? We have to offer something, that must be the social capital. So we are conducting such seminars, we are doing a lot of work, but the result is very important. For getting such a result, as we have imagined, we should implement this social capital idea to make our India one of the best. So before winding up, I will just share a few facts about e-waste management. I am not an expert, but already the speakers who stood here before introduced a lot of things about e-waste management. But as a statesman, as a person who belongs to certain fraternity, we are also concerned about it. And a lot of people are there in the front of our fraternity, but don't think that all are the same. We are also having sleepless nights, not by thinking about our family, but our nation. So a lot of people sacrificed their family, and even me is not married. Why? Because a lot of time is required to build such a visionary movement. So before concluding, the three important facts you must understand about e-waste management is, the first one is extended producer's responsibility. So it's very simple. In layman's language, in a politician's language, if you produce something, you have to take the responsibility, that's all. If I produce this mic, I have to take the responsibility for whatever consequences would be produced by this mic, that's all. And the design for environment. We Grow Forests kind of foundations can develop such an area, and reduce, reuse and recycle. Sir, you already explained about it. The important thing is e-waste legislation. In Switzerland, every person should reinvest e-waste, at least the amount will be 4 kg e-waste back to the recycling procedure. It's a compulsory rule. In Switzerland, they have introduced this protocol, but surprisingly 11 kg of e-waste was given back in the recycling procedure. In India, it is very tough, because in India, public administration is the key to handle the people. So my point is, we have to give awareness to the upcoming generation about the e-waste legislations introduced by our Indian government. It is started from 2016, I believe. So such kind of awareness programs and seminars has to be conducted. And one more thing, we have to create a social capital paradigm in exchange with the goal called environmental sustainability. Without this social capital paradigm, this concept is incomplete. So my whole point is, let's join together and include everybody. Next time onwards, include our fraternity also. We are also capable enough to handle and engineer this particular society. So we will shake hands, and we out of a unity, we will just execute this problem. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also mentioned about the concerns about this particular problem. And we have to understand our mobile phone can provide poisons to the environment. Mercury, lead, cadmium. This will cause neurobiological issues in human being. And we can produce gold, silver, copper out of this recycling procedure. So naturally our spotlighting would be gold, silver, copper, but this time two types of spotlighting is required. And when you use your mobile, think about your next generation, your kids, and let's do something for transforming this world. Last and finally, one more thing, otherwise I will forget about it. I told about social capital. Social capital is nothing but a perceptual change in the field of mind. I'm just giving that word for researching about it. Perceptual change. If you want to create a new experience, you have to change your perspective. So help people to change their perspective in terms of social capital would be our duty. So I'm spotlighting a very important point, perceptual change in the field of mind. So whenever you talk to your kid, change his perspective to create a social capital around him. So thank you very much for your kind cooperation and hope you enjoyed my talk. I love talking in Malayalam. It's my responsibility to share my viewpoints in English because a lot of people who does not know Malayalam is also there in this crowd. So I will improve next time. Thank you very much.